Streetcars humming near the shoreline bend, orange sunlight thinning at the end, salt air resting on the traffic signs, summer stains and telephone lines, old film posters moving in the breeze, paper cups beside the canopy, stray dog sleeping near the pier, tiny echoes disappearing clear. You lean quietly against the rail, hair caught softly in the coastal gale. Nothing dramatic, nothing staged, just two tired shadows turning pages. Harborline Cinema. Everything glows for a minute. Windows burn gold, then the color slips out of it. Boardwalk vendors packing up too soon. Small blue lanterns waking with the moon. Radio fragments from another store. Waves collapsing underneath the floor. I trace circles through the fogged up glass. Watch the evening trends continue past. Your reflection blurred beside my own, like a scene the ocean used to know. No heavy ending waited in the dark. No sudden fireworks, no final spark. Just the harbor breathing after 6. Loose conversations and fluorescent flickers. Harborline Cinema. The sky goes silver near the bay. Street lights tremble on the water now, and the heat finally slips away. Distant ferries crossing slowly west. Night settling into the coast. Faded awnings near the harbor shops, late sun dripping from the rooftop tops, sea foam gathering beside the stairs, wind carrying traces everywhere. Tiny cafés stacking wooden chairs, old men laughing through the evening air. I bought peaches from a corner stand, juice still drying slowly on my hand. Postcards from low tide, colors peeling into gold. Nothing asking to be saved, nothing trying to hold. Scoot ahead Lights sliding past the coast. The summer conversations almost ghost. Half-read magazines beside the dock. Loose guitar escaping from a yacht. You drew patterns in the cooling sand, never saying more than you had planned. A passing ferry shook the narrow bay, and all the tiny waves rolled out of frame.
Gasoline becoming one. Street musicians under hanging lights, playing softly for the empty night. Postcards from low tide, every shadow turning blue. The shoreline keeps unfinished things and quietly pulls them through. Small reflections trembling near the pier, and the tide pulls everything unclear. Palm shadows on the motel sign, pink sky folding into closing time. Ice cubes melting in a paper cup, taxi windows halfway rolling up. Barefoot footprints fading near the shore. Old surf stickers peeling from the door. Tiny smoke trails rising through the heat. Skateboard wheels rattling down the street. Heatwave Polaroid, everything blurs at the edges. Late August air still hanging onto the benches. Spinning on the rooftop line, cheap sunglasses catching neon lights. Someone's cassette playing from a van, half a chorus buried in the sand. You were laughing near the arcade glow, hair still wet from hours ago. No big meaning hidden in the night, just salt and flickering carnival lights. Float above the bay. Clouds drifted purple, then dissolved away. Street lights blinking one by one below, like sleepy signals only oceans know. Heatwave Polaroid, sunburned colors losing shape. Summer doesn't disappear, it just quietly escapes. Boardwalk humming after everyone leaves. Night air cooling the concrete streets.
Vacancy sign, glowing ocean blue. Thin white curtains shifting into view. Palm reflections trembling on the cars. Tiny satellites replacing stars. Paper cups stacked near the office desk. Salt air settling in my chest. Flip calendars hanging by the phone. Late night highways humming low alone. Blue surf motel. Rooms filled with unfinished days. Television shadows floating through the hallway haze. Pool gates clicking somewhere after 1. Warm concrete holding on to sun. Old postcards pinned beside the lamp. Humidity resting in the damp. You stood barefoot near the soda machine. Hair still carrying traces of chlorine. No final answers waiting near the coast. Just passing moments people feel the most. Truck headlights rolled along the bay. The Marina shimmered silver gray. Half the windows already turned dark. Half still glowing after the park. Blue surf motel. Ocean wind beneath the door. Summer leaves quietly without saying what it's for. Loose curtains breathing in the night. Neon slowly losing light. Rainwater shining on the wooden planks. Closed snack windows empty, fishing tanks. Clouds breaking open near the marina lights. Cool air washing through the fading night. Rolled up posters hanging from the bars. Tiny puddles holding blurry stars. A paper bracelet stuck against my shoe. Salt water carrying everything through. Boardwalk after rain. The whole coast starts breathing slower. Neon dripping into waves. Summer leaning off my shoulders. Bicycle tires cutting through the mist. Late night diners checking closing lists. Someone swept the doorway near the pier. Radio static floating thin and clear. You left footprints near the arcade stairs. Ocean wind moving through folding chairs. Nothing needed fixing anymore. Just tied in silence near the shore. flickered softly on the bay. Time reflections bending with the spray. The ferry slept beside the harbor wall, and the city finally felt small. Boardwalk after rain, every color turning deep and cold. Night settles easier by the sea than anywhere inland knows. Loose tide pulling underneath the dock, wood creaking softly in the dark. Marina lights trembling on the tide, empty sailboats drifting side by side. Warm night air settling on the docks, loose chains tapping softly on the rocks. Folded beach chairs near the parking lane, salt white marks left from the rain. Tiny cafés dark along the pier, only ocean static lingering near. Endless marina, blue reflections moving slow. Summer disappears quietly before anybody knows. Last ferry sleeping near the bay, boardwalk coasters peeling gray, street sweepers humming through the coast, sweeping up what daylight left the most. You lean silent by the harbor rail, hair moving lightly in the midnight gale. No perfect ending waiting by the sea, just soft waves and humidity. Clouds drifted low beyond the harbor lights, windows dimmed across the coastal heights. The whole shoreline softened into blue like the night was breathing through. Endless marina, everything fading out of frame. Warm wind crossing empty docks, nobody calling my name. Boat lights blinking far offshore, then only tide against the floor. Rust red fire escapes catching gold, apartment windows glowing soft and old, beach towels hanging from the rail, warm night drifting through the coastal veil. Ice cream wrappers turning in the wind, tiny radio playing somewhere thin. the sleeping tires. Laundry clips rattled after 10. Someone laughed and disappeared again. Blue bicycles leaned against the wall. Tiny lights flickered down the hall. You sat quiet near the rooftop edge, tracing circles on the concrete ledge. No giant meaning buried in the heat, just night air cooling off the street. Stretch wide beyond the harbor cranes. Streetcars hummed along the avenue lanes. The whole coastline softened into gray, like the city wanted one more day. Fire escape breeze, salt air drifting through my clothes. Some nights never really end, they just slowly lose their glow. Pump shadows sliding across the bricks, then dissolving into coastal mist. Ferris wheel turning over the bay, half the lights already dimmed away. Cotton candy signs left in the wind, ticket booths folded then again. Boardwalk workers stacking metal chairs, night salt drifting through the air. Loose wristbands tangled in my coat, tiny rust stains on the harbor boats. Last Ferris light turning slowly through the dark. Summer flickers one more time before it falls apart. Children's laughter faded down the pier, only seagull echoes drifting near. Old arcade machines hummed soft and low, like they didn't want the night to go. You stood quietly near the painted rail, watching moonlight settle on the sail. Nothing left we needed to explain, just warm ocean air after the rain. mode. Blue pool lights shaking on the wall, palm tree shadows stretching thin and tall, ice machine buzzing near the stairs, warm midnight drifting through the air, flip-flops scattered by the plastic chairs, tiny cigarette sparks glowing there, TV static leaking from room 8, someone moving slow and staying late, motel pool lights floating under tired eyes, nothing really happening, still feels cinematic tonight. Someone played old records near the gate, soft disco fading through the heatwave haze, wet concrete cooling after dark, tiny airplanes crossing distant sparks. You were wrapped inside a hotel towel, watching moonlight tremble in the pool. No perfect ending waiting near the coast, just small moments people missed the most. Vending machines humming down the hall, ocean wind pushing through it all, a loose postcard drifted near the drain, then disappeared beneath the rain stains. Motel pool lights, blue reflections bending white, the night keeps glowing quietly long after midnight dies. Palm leaves swaying past the balcony, sleepless waves somewhere beyond the street. Cherry soda sweating on the rail, warm breeze pushing through the harbor sail, fishing ropes tapping against the dock, tiny echoes bouncing from the rocks, old jukebox glowing near the bar, blue motel vacancy, neon sparks, paper lanterns swinging overhead, late night colors drifting red, Pier soda midnight, everything slowing near the tide, street lights melting on the waves, like they forgot which way to hide. A couple danced beside the seafood stand, loose laughter disappearing with the band. Someone dropped the lighter near the pier, small bright flickers trembling clear. You were leaning on the painted fence, quiet in the best possible sense. No dramatic movie lines to say, just ocean wind carrying us away. tasseled silver gray. Half the town already sleeping deep, half still wandering through the heat. Pier soda midnight, warm cans cooling in my hand. Summer turns invisible before anyone understands. Harbor chains creaking in the dark, tiny reflections losing shape apart. Neon open buzzing through the glass, white shirts turn slowly as cars pass. Soap perfume mixing with the sea, coin stack warm beside my knee. Plastic baskets lined against the wall, tiny radio playing low and small. Someone left a postcard near machine 3, half a sentence staring back at me. Seaside Laundromat, midnight shirts and sodium light. Everything keeps spinning long after the boardwalk night. Outside, scooters hissed along the curb, palm trees barely moving in the blur. I watch reflections sliding on the tile, stayed there longer than a little while. A girl in headphones folded, faded blue, silver rings catching ocean view. No one here was trying to impress, just warm air and saltwater loneliness. Dryers rattling steady in the dark, tiny sparks floating through the parking lot. Some are holding on to one last thread, quiet conversations left unsaid. Seaside Laundromat, loose change shining in my hand. Night drifts softer near the coast than anywhere inland. Last machine slowing to a stop, street lights trembling in the puddles outside. Orange glow spilling on the parking lines, warm cans stacked under flickering signs. Cicadas ringing through the heavy heat, loose gravel shifting under tired feet. Faded baseball caps and rolled up sleeves, motorcycles humming through the trees, cold soda resting against my wrist, tiny water drops turning into mist. Sunset vending machine buzzing softly by the road, holding little pieces of the summer letting go. Bus rolled past without a single sound, dust and ocean air drifting around. Someone's laughter echoed from the pier, then dissolved before it reached my ear. You stood quiet near the railing light, hair glowing copper in the dying sky. No dramatic words to memorize, just tired smiles and half-awakened eyes. Stretched thin above the harbor cranes, purple melting slowly into gray. Street signs blinking one by one below, like tiny signals only evenings know. Sunset vending machine still glowing after closing time. The daylight left behind. One last can rolling inside the tray, then the coastline settles into blue-gray. Navy windbreakers beside the coast, food stand smoke rising like a ghost. Pink orange sky folding near the pier, tiny bells drifting from somewhere near. Loose receipts tucked inside my jeans, faded stickers from old vending machines. Skaters circling near the parking lane, warm sea air carrying traces of rain. Windbreaker evenings, sleeves fluttering in the breeze. Nothing trying too hard, everything moving easy. Arcade tokens sleeping in my palm, boardwalk speakers playing something calm. Yeah, you were tracing shapes into the rail, watching sailboats disappear like trails. Half drunk lemonade beside your shoe, street lamp glow turning silver blue. No heavy meaning hanging in the air, just distant ferries and tangled hair. Someone closed the taco stand at 10, metal shutters rolling down again. Clouds drifted slowly over motel signs, and the shoreline softened into lines. Windbreaker evenings, late summer hanging by a thread. Salt air filling empty streets, long after daylight left. Bicycle chains rattling down the coast, Streetcars humming near the shoreline bend, orange sunlight thinning at the end, salt air resting on the traffic signs, summer stains and telephone lines, old film posters moving in the breeze, paper cups beside the canopy, a stray dog sleeping near the pier, tiny echoes disappearing clear. You lean quietly against the rail, hair caught softly in the coastal gale. Nothing dramatic, nothing staged, just two tired shadows turning pages. Harborline Cinema, everything glows for a minute. Windows burn gold, then the color slips out of it. Boardwalk vendors packing up too soon, small blue lanterns waking with the moon, radio fragments from another store, waves collapsing underneath the floor. I trace circles through the fogged up glass, watch the evening trams continue past, your reflection blurred beside my own, like a scene the ocean used to know. No heavy ending waited in the dark, no sudden fireworks, no final spark, just the harbor breathing after 6, loose conversations and fluorescent flickers. Harborline Cinema, the sky goes silver near the bay, street lights tremble on the water now, and the heat finally slips away. Distant ferries crossing slowly west. Night settling into the coast. Faded awnings near the harbor shops, late sun dripping from the rooftop tops, sea foam gathering beside the stairs, wind carrying traces everywhere, tiny cafés stacking wooden chairs, old men laughing through the evening air. I bought peaches from a corner stand, juice still drying slowly on my hand, postcards from low tide, colors peeling into gold, nothing asking to be saved, nothing trying to hold. Scooter headlights sliding past the coast, the summer conversations almost ghost, half read magazines beside the dock, loose guitar escaping from a yacht. You drew patterns in the cooling sand, never saying more than you had planned. A passing ferry shook the narrow bay, and all the tiny waves rolled out of frame. reflections under hanging lights, playing softly for the empty night. Postcards from low tide, every shadow turning blue. The shoreline keeps unfinished things and quietly pulls them through. Small reflections trembling near the pier, and the tide pulls everything unclear. Palm shadows on the motel sign, pink sky folding into closing time. Ice cubes melting in a paper cup, taxi windows halfway rolling up. Barefoot footprints fading near the shore, old surf stickers peeling from the door. Tiny smoke trails rising through the heat, skateboard wheels rattling down the street. Heatwave Polaroid, everything blurs at the edges. Late August air, still hanging onto the benches. Laundry spinning on the rooftop line, cheap sunglasses catching neon lights. Someone's cassette playing from a van, half a chorus buried in the sand. You were laughing near the arcade glow, hair still wet from hours ago. No big meaning hidden in the night, just salt and flickering carnival lights. Slowed above the bay, clouds drifted purple then dissolved away. Street lights blinking one by one below, like sleepy signals only oceans know. Heatwave Polaroid, sunburned colors losing shape. Summer doesn't disappear, it just quietly escapes. Boardwalk humming after everyone leaves. Night air cooling the concrete streets. Vacancy sign, glowing ocean blue, thin white curtain shifting into view. Palm reflections trembling on the cars, tiny satellites replacing stars. Paper cups stacked near the office desk, salt air settling in my chest. Flip calendars hanging by the phone, late night highways humming low alone. surf motel, rooms filled with unfinished days, television shadows floating through the hallway haze, pool gates clicking somewhere after 1, warm concrete holding on to sun. Old postcards pinned beside the lamp, humidity resting in the damp. You stood barefoot near the soda machine, hair still carrying traces of chlorine. No final answers waiting near the coast, just passing moments people feel the most. Truck headlights rolled along the bay, the Marina shimmered silver gray. Half the windows already turned dark, half still glowing after the park. Blue surf motel, ocean wind beneath the door. Summer leaves quietly without saying what it's for. Loose curtains breathing in the night, neon slowly losing light. Rainwater shining on the wooden planks, closed snack windows empty, fishing tanks, clouds breaking open near the marina lights, cool air washing through the fading night. Rolled up posters hanging from the bars, tiny puddles holding blurry stars, a paper bracelet stuck against my shoe, salt water carrying everything through. Boardwalk after rain, the whole coast starts breathing slower, neon dripping into waves, summer leaning off my shoulders. Bicycle tires cutting through the mist, late night diners checking closing lists. Someone swept the doorway near the pier, radio static floating thin and clear. You left footprints near the arcade stairs, ocean wind moving through folding chairs. Nothing needed fixing anymore, just tied in silence near the shore. Flickered softly on the bay, tiny reflections bending with the spray. The ferry slept beside the harbor wall, and the city finally felt small. Boardwalk after rain, every color turning deep and cold. Night settles easier by the sea than anywhere inland knows. folded beach chairs near the parking lane. Salt white marks left from the rain. Tiny cafes dark along the pier. Only ocean static linger near. Endless marina, blue reflections moving slow. Summer disappears quietly before anybody knows. Last ferry sleeping near the bay. Boardwalk coasters peeling gray. Street sweepers humming through the coast, sweeping up what daylight left the most. You lean silent by the harbor rail, hair moving lightly in the midnight gale. No perfect ending waiting by the sea, just soft waves and humidity. Clouds drifted low beyond the harbor lights. Windows dimmed across the coastal heights. The whole shoreline softened into blue, like the night was breathing through. Endless marina, everything fading out of frame. Warm wind crossing empty docks, nobody calling my name. Boat lights blinking far offshore. Then only tide against the floor. Rust red fire escapes catching gold. Apartment windows glowing soft and old. Beach towels hanging from the rail. Warm night drifting through the coastal veil. Ice cream wrappers turning in the wind. Tiny radio playing somewhere thin. Sneakers drying near the metal stairs. Ocean humidity filling the air. Fire escape breeze moving slowly through the wires. Late summer holding on above the sleeping tires. Laundry clips rattled after 10. Someone laughed and disappeared again. Blue bicycles leaned against the wall. Tiny lights flickered down the hall. You sat quiet near the rooftop edge, tracing circles on the concrete ledge. No giant meaning buried in the heat, just night air cooling off the street. all stretch wide beyond the harbor cranes. Streetcars hummed along the avenue lanes. The whole coastline softened into gray, like the city wanted one more day. Fire escape breeze, salt air drifting through my clothes. Some nights never really end, they just slowly lose their glow. Shadows sliding across the bricks, then dissolving into coastal mist. Ferris wheel turning over the bay, half the lights already dimmed away. Cotton candy signs left in the wind, ticket booths folded thin again. Boardwalk workers stacking metal chairs, night salt drifting through the air. Loose wristbands tangled in my coat, tiny rust stains on the harbor boats. Last Ferris light turning slowly through the dark. Summer flickers one more time before it falls apart. Children's laughter faded down the pier, only seagull echoes drifting near. Old arcade machines hummed soft and low, like they didn't want the night to go. You stood quietly near the painted rail, watching moonlight settle on the sail. Nothing left we needed to explain, just warm ocean air after the rain. Clouds stretched silver past the coastal cranes. Taxi reflections cross the puddle lanes. The shoreline breathed beneath the cooling sky, and nobody asked the summer why. Last Ferris light still glowing faint above the sea. Some evenings disappear without asking to be remembered. Final rise, slowing near the coast, and only tide and midnight smoke. Blue pool lights shaking on the wall, palm tree shadows stretching thin and tall. I scattered by the plastic chairs. Tiny cigarette sparks glow in there. TV static leaking from room 8. Someone moving slow and staying late. Motel pool lights floating under tired eyes. Nothing really happening. Still feels cinematic tonight. Someone played old records near the gate. Soft disco fading through the heatwave haze. Wet concrete cooling after dark. Tiny airplanes crossing distant sparks. You were wrapped inside a hotel towel, watching moonlight tremble in the pool. No perfect ending waiting near the coast. Just small moments people miss the most. Vending machines humming down the hall. Ocean wind pushing through it all. A loose postcard drifted near the drain, then disappeared beneath the rain stains. Motel pool lights, blue reflections bending wide. The night keeps glowing quietly long after midnight dies. Palm leaves swaying past the balcony. Sleepless waves somewhere beyond the street. Cherry soda sweating on the rail. Warm breeze pushing through the harbor sail. Fishing ropes tapping against the dock. Tiny echoes bouncing from the rocks. Old jukebox glowing near the bar. Blue motel vacancy, neon sparks. Paper lanterns swinging overhead. Late night colors drift in red. Pier soda midnight. Everything's slowing near the tide. Street lights melting on the waves, like they forgot which way to hide. A couple dance beside the seafood stand. Loose laughter disappearing with the band. Someone dropped the light near the pier. Small bright flickers trembling clear. You were leaning on the painted fence, quiet in the best possible sense. No dramatic movie lines to say, just ocean wind carrying us away. Lights curved along the bay. Palm leaves rustled silver gray. Half the town already sleeping deep, half still wandering through the heat. Pier soda midnight. Warm cans cooling in my hand. Summer turns invisible.
shape apart.
Neon open buzzing through the glass. White shirts turn and slowly as cars pass. Soap perfume mixing with the sea. Coin stack warm beside my knee. Plastic baskets lined against the wall. Tiny radio playing low and small. Someone left a postcard near machine 3. Half a sentence staring back at me. Seaside Laundromat. Midnight shirts and sodium light. Everything keeps spinning long after the boardwalk night. Outside, scooters hissed along the curb. Palm trees barely moving in the blur. I watch reflections sliding on the tile. Stayed there longer than a little while. A girl in headphones folded, faded blue. Silver rings catching ocean view. No one here was trying to impress. Just warm air and saltwater loneliness. Dryers rattling steady in the dark. Tiny sparks floating through the parking lot. Some are holding on to one last thread. Quiet conversations left unsaid. Seaside Laundromat. Loose change shining in my hand. Night drifts softer near the coast than anywhere inland. Last machine slowing to a stop. Street lights trembling in the puddles outside. Orange glow spilling on the parking lines. Warm cans stacked under flickering signs. Cicadas ringing through the heavy heat. Loose gravel shifting under tired feet. Faded baseball caps and rolled up sleeves. Motorcycles humming through the trees. Cold soda resting against my wrist. Tiny water drops turning into mist. Sunset vending machine buzzing softly by the road. Holding little pieces of the summer letting go. A bus rolled past without a single sound. Dust and ocean air drifting around. Someone's laughter echoed from the pier. then dissolved before it reached my ear. You stood quiet near the railing light, hair glowing copper in the dying sky. No dramatic words to memorize, just tired smiles and half-awakened eyes. Stretched thin above the harbor cranes, purple melting slowly into gray. Street signs blinking one by one below, like tiny signals only evenings know. Sunset vending machines still glowing after closing time. The daylight left behind. One last can rolling inside the tray, and the coastline settles into blue-gray. Navy windbreakers beside the coast, food stand smoke rising like a ghost. Pink orange sky folding near the pier, tiny bells drifting from somewhere near. Loose receipts tucked inside my jeans, faded stickers from old vending machines. Skaters circling near the parking lane, warm sea air carrying traces of rain. Windbreaker evenings, sleeves fluttering in the breeze. Nothing trying too hard, everything moving easy. Arcade tokens sleeping in my palm, boardwalk speakers playing something calm. Yeah, you were tracing shapes into the rail, watching sailboats disappear like trails. Half drunk lemonade beside your shoe, street lamp glow turning silver blue. No heavy meaning hanging in the air, just distant ferries and tangled hair. Someone closed the taco stand at 10, metal shutters rolling down again. Clouds drifted slowly over motel signs.